Hey guys, and welcome back to the HobbyDude 007 channel. Well, it's time yet again for another installment of Now That's Cool. Today I want to share with you a 3-car set of a 1938 Alfa Romeo, and this is cool. Let me share it with you. Bring your model to life with MCV products. Visit them on the World Wide Web at mcvproducts.net. Last week I stopped into Mason's Hot Rods and Hobbies to pick up a few things, and while I was there, the owner, Alan Mason, who has a great collection of models as well as die casts, and he's got some very high-end die cast, very detailed stuff. But he had acquired these, and it was a set, a three-car set of a 1938 Alfa Romeo. You had a street version, you had a race version, and then you had a race chassis. And guys, as you can tell by the pictures, and I took a lot of pictures, these things are highly detailed. The real leather straps on the hood, just unreal, the level in these things. And these were made by CMC die casts. If you're familiar with them or collect die cast, I have some die cast. I may have to share those with you sometimes too, but most of them are stock cars, but some really good stuff. And a few drag cars in die cast as well. But as you can see, these things are just unreal. And as we take a closer look, the street version, you see the fender skirts, the way they snap on, and there's air vent in them. It's just really something. And everything on these things opens. I mean, look at this thing. 1938 Alfa Romeo. This is an 8C. And just absolutely fantastic. Now here you see the trunk and the unique shape of it. These cars from the 30s and 40s were just sexy. Some of the lines were somewhat ugly in some ways, but they were just really cool in others. And again, this is the street version we're focusing on right here. And there's no way I could show you all of the pictures I took, but I'm just going to highlight some of the stuff. And the way the doors, the trunk, the hood, everything fits just very tight. There's no slop in them or anything like that. Now take a look at this. This interior, you got leather seats, carpeting. This thing is just awesome. And the door cards, the door panels, wow. The pockets, everything about them, just cool. And you see here the side windows, and those actually slide open and closed. And check out that tight fit there. And you see the gas filler on the stock version up top side there. That opens as well. Alan was kind of laughing about the one thing. The cowl vent was the only thing that didn't open. But man, these are something. And check out all the lines and everything up underneath. You got your fuel lines, brake lines, everything. And all of the script, by the way, the scripts on these things, by the way, were like raised photo etch, look really good. And this is the race version of this thing. And those are real leather straps on the hood. And you'll notice on the race version, the gas filler has been moved a little bit lower, right at the number 19 there. But the level of detail in all of these, it was equaled in this one compared to the other. Now getting over to the race chassis, this is the plate that was with the chassis there. Alfa Romeo C8, 2000B 1938, and this is the rolling chassis. But all the framework, this thing, if I understood Alan right, somebody had gone in and added even more detail, and that was one of the reasons he bought this one. But all the framework on the rolling chassis, and we'll get some close-ups here in just a second too. But this thing is just, wow. There you see the fuel filter, you see the master cylinders, and of course this is for the race version. And then moving back to the trunk area, you see the spare tire. And check out those wire spokes and the back part of the fuel cell there. And I wish I'd have got a little more light on this. This is the one of the tires on the car, but check out the wire spokes on this thing. It just a really impressive, very detailed. The tread pattern on the tires, everything about it, the knockoffs, all of it. Look at the fuel cell and that spare again, and you see some of the fuel lines in that framework back there. Moving forward, this thing just kept amazing me. You got the inside, of course the floor is a cutaway there too, and you see a part of the dash there, and I got a close-up of the dash as you see here. And let me tell you, this thing, the depth on the gauges, 3D, it had the depth. You saw the needle in there, the glass over them. I mean, this thing was super detailed. And by the way, these are 18th scale. And you see some of the lines and wires, switches, and all that stuff down there. This thing was just impressive. But check out this firewall. Every little panel, decal, whatever you want to call it, it is there, marked. All your electronics, everything, very well detailed. A light wash look to it, and it really looks good. I was very impressed with this, and this was inspiring too, guys. And you see the radiator here, as well as the distributor and the wires, the way they go down. And that light wash on the crankcase down there, everything, it just really was impressive. Now, this is not my particular genre of race car or car, but I've got to admit, I don't know that I've ever seen until this a 1938 Alfa Romeo, but I went online and looked up the real ones, and they were rather impressive cars, and some of the technology in them was ahead of its time. And here's the front. You get to see the tread pattern on the tires a little bit, as well as the radiator kind of shroud there, and the roll bars up front. And here's a better look where you can see those side panels. But these were super impressive, guys. 1938 Alfa Romeo, street version, race version, and then the rolling chassis for the race version. But these things were just cool. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed it. If you're ever by Mason's Hot Rods and Hobbies in Spartanburg, South Carolina, while you're in there, yes, visit the hobby shop, but check out Alan's awesome collection of die casts and models as well. But check out that die-cast collection, because there are tons and tons. Maybe I need to do a video on just the die-cast. But this little setup right here was really, really cool. Well, guys, thanks for tagging along watching this one. Be sure you head over to HobbyNut Models. Check out Mark's inventory, as always. And check out our brother Matthew over at mcvproducts.net. Got some great stuff over there. Just placed another order myself. Appreciate you guys. God bless, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.